Oh, hello.
I was thinking I'd put in a coffee drinking sound effect. I don't think I need one. That was loud.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, it's July. Welcome to the garden. All right, let's get serious, okay? This is serious business here. All right, so
Talk about the plants.
here are our plants. Now, here are all our flowers. The lilies have all passed. And then a lot of my clearance flowers have just bloomed. That was clearance. That was clearance. These bulbs were clearanced. Everything's a little bedraggled right now. We've had a week of rain, it seems like.
That's why the lawn hasn't been cut. There's a lot of weeds and stuff, but the garden likes the rain.
Yeah, so this used to be our lettuce bed, and so now I have sown some cilantro. So we got a big production day ahead of us. I'm going to be doing salsa. I'm going to be doing some pesto. Phil's going to be doing some pickle lily, and then, you know, all the other food that we need to eat. So I did the cilantro there, and then we pulled out all the lettuce that bolted, and then we put in some kale and chard. And then this is our second sowing of lettuce here. So that's starting to come in, some better than others, but I didn't go as heavy as I did in the spring, just because of the heat. And then over here, it's the last of our, what are these, dragon lilies?
I'm not sure what these are.
These ones are cool.
But they're cool, like spotted.
The hummingbirds have loved them. There's been like a little turf war out here. So that's been fun to watch. The cucumbers are still wild. So last year I did 16 and that was too many. So this year I only did 8.
Yes.
And that's too many. So next year I'm going to do
2.
So we've had a lot of cucumbers. We have 4 different varieties. We have the pickling here. Then we have like the English style here. Then if you look, there's a American style squished in there that has resealed itself. So that should be interesting.
You call it American style because it's like giant and crammed in?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know, like, you know, the kind that you get in a salad that has like the tough skin, not that great.
Yeah.
I wish I hadn't grown those ones, but I did.
Yeah, these pickling ones are really good. We've made a ton of pickles.
Yeah.
And they're awesome, but I mean, how many pickles do you need?
Well, I also claimed the turf at war. No one else is allowed to bring in their cucumbers.
At war? You mean at work?
At work.
Yeah.
Yep. Turf war at work. And also this sunflower is helping with the English ones, as you can see.
They're growing up the sunflower.
The sunflower's about, well, I'm 10 feet tall, so that's got to be like 20.
No, in reality, you're like 4 feet, so this is...
So then here are the other sunflowers have just taken off. The melons are not doing well in this bed. We keep thinking that they died, but then they seem to come back. But I think I might just pull them out today.
You're gonna pull out the watermelons. We're getting a watermelon here, but it's been the same size for a couple of weeks and it was growing so fast, and the leaves are still green. We fertilized it, we watered it. Maybe it's too much water, maybe it's got some weird pest thing.
And right now we can't control the water because it's literally raining every single day.
I mean, I wouldn't pull these canary melons. You got flowers on there and everything, and the vine looks really good.
But none of it's melanizing.
Well, there's no rush, right?
I guess. Yeah, so anyway, so that's a decision for later. Over here, we're on a rescue mission with this sunflower. I think we did well, though. I mean, it's in there. But it's got a bunch of different heads. This one I can actually reach, so I can put this in my flower vases for the week. So I'm excited about that. This was that melon that we thought we were going to lose originally because it just got hammered so hard with the aphids, but we were able to battle them with our neem oil.
And what was it? Ladybugs we got in the mail.
Oh yeah, the ladybugs. That was also helpful. They were snacking. Look at this little bee. He's happy. So hopefully that'll turn into a melon here. So this is a honey rock, and that is a Jenny.
So we got a melon in there. And then this is a
Jenny something.
golden Jenny, I think.
I think it's a golden Jenny.
Yeah.
And so those were very good last year, super sweet. So I'm excited for those. I was able to put a ton of that in the freezer. I love that with yogurt. Echinacea has gone wild. So I should probably cut that back. That should probably be the vase this week, is another Echinacea vase. So this is our tomato, one of them. So over here, we're getting a lot of tomatoes every single day.
Cool varieties. These are interesting. I can't remember the name of them, but they come out like.
That's. Oh, of course, you got to choose the weirdest name. Whipsconian something or other.
They come out like matte yellow,
Yeah,
kind of
they're
like
not
this
shiny.
color here. This is like almost ripe, and they're really good. They're really
I was
sweet.
close. Wasserpinicon peach.
Yeah, it's strange color. They're like bright yellow, like a lemon, but they're really.
They have a matte finish, not gloss.
Yep. And then we got these here, which are the
Mushroom basket.
mushroom basket. I can pick these today. These ones that are turning pink here, so they can ripen on the counter.
Yeah, that's our style, is we don't let them ripen on the vine just because we get so much sporadic, large, heavy rainstorms that if we let them ripen on the vine, they just split because it's just way too much water for the plants. So anytime we start seeing color, we bring them inside, and then I have herb drying racks, and I just put them on there, and it takes a day or so, and then into the freezer with them. Over here, it has gone wild as well. We're getting a lot of peppers. These were supposed to be our mild peppers, and they've got a kick to them.
They got a kick to them, but they are really good.
Yeah, those are Hungarian wax, yellow wax. And then over here are what I refer to as death peppers. These are called Buena Mulata. Bright purple. Phil lasted about a second with it on his tongue. I don't think he even chewed, and then he forced me to do the same. I lasted a nanosecond.
I like hot peppers. Like these are hot, and I pickled them with some cucumbers and made some like spicy pickles for burgers, and they're really, really good. I love jalapenos and stuff. Those were like
atomic.
Yeah, really strong.
Over here I have my cow peas, and they're like resisting the trellis. They're in my hydrangeas. They're growing up everything but the trellis. So that's
I think
annoying.
they are on the trellis.
Yeah, but they could be more on the trellis.
I think I could cut those back, which means I'll cut them back.
So then basil has gone crazy. Hence, I'm probably going to do as much pesto as I can pull today, or as I have ingredients for. The potatoes are still leafing, so there they go. Over here are our jalapenos. Allegedly these are lemon jalapenos, so I guess we're supposed to wait until they turn yellow, but we've been eating them green and they're good.
See if there's any in there we can see.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch. See?
Oh yeah.
Catch them in their natural habitat. And then over here are our Jimmy Nardellos. These are the only sweet peppers that we grew, and I wish I had grown way more of those. Those are so sweet and so delicious. They're so good. As they've been getting ripe, we've just been throwing them in whatever we've been eating. Over here are runner beans, and they are running. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? The dill has gone, but it smells so good. We've kind of just left it. We've been getting kale and putting that in every dish as well. It's still going strong. Starting to get eaten now, but there's still plenty for us as well. Into the main garden, Phil's sun golds are escaping. There's no more trellises that we can do for that. We've got some runner beans here. These taste good when they're dried and then you reconstitute them, whatever that process is called. But I love the flowers on these. So that's kind of why I plant the
Flowers. Okay.
The peanut experiment is still going strong. I don't know how this is going to turn out, so we'll see if I get peanuts. I think it's starting to create the the shoots that go into the ground and make the peanut. We'll see. Phil's flower bed looks gorgeous. Kind of going crazy there.
Could use a cutback.
Yeah, for sure. My zinnias definitely need to be cut back over here. So I could almost do a zinnia vase and an echinacea vase.
I was gonna cut them back last week, and then I got into something else, and now they've kind of like created their own. They're all growing vertically, and now I don't want to cut them back anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the
there's not really anything over here.
yeah, the blueberries kind of went by, so they're not really in the way, and they're so colorful.
Yeah.
So
we have pulled both of the carrot beds at this point. I re-sowed this one, so this has a really nice start. It's been thinned out, so that'll be for fall. This one I'm gonna clean out. I need to add a little bit more sand, and then I'll do another sowing in here, so then I really have all of my like fall, late fall root vegetables started.
asparagus is right where we left it, jungle-fied. It's getting these pink, kind of like orangey pink little berries on it. So.
And I think we cut that back this year, do we? Or is it next year?
Every year.
Every year.
In the fall, once it gets like turns brown, cut it back.
Yeah. And you can see like how much rain we're getting. I mean, they're just splitting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just pull that off.
But these are sunset bumblebee.
Mm-hmm. These are so sweet.
They're really sweet. They kind of have a striped sort of, kind of hard to see. Or maybe these are pink bumblebee. I think these are the pink bumblebee ones.
Yep.
Yeah, they kind of get a pink striped. And then on the other side is the German lunchbox tomatoes. These are, I'll pick these two to ripen, but they've been really good. We really like this variety. They're just keep producing, which is awesome.
Yeah, they're heavy producers. I think for us, our go-tos every year are the Sweet 100s because they're just so sweet. You get so many. The Sun Golds. I think the bumblebees are probably going to be a forever feature, and the German lunchbox. We like the smaller tomatoes because they tend to be sweeter. We kind of like a sweeter sauce. We don't want to add sugar to it. And it's just so much easier to rinse them and freeze them instead of cutting them. It's a lot of work. So over here is kind of our propagation bed. None of this, except for the flowers, was grown from plant. We propagated all of these from either tomatoes we already had or basil that we already had, and we just made clippings and then did some rooting hormone and then kind of experimented with that this year. I did get these free seeds, so of course I had to plant those. Those are going to be some form of pepper. Over here, Dad's sunset are starting to sunset. These are yellow tomatoes.
Those are really good. We've had some cheeseburgers and cut a slice of those, and they're good on there.
Yep. And then over here, the pink fangs, those are always another one. Those are going to be kind of a paste tomato, so there's not so much gel in the middle.
I like the pink fangs. The one thing I would maybe not grow them again next year is the foliage and the leaves. There's so much of it. I cut back a lot of it, but when it rains a lot like this, you start getting this like mildewy blight stuff. So yeah, but I mean, they're great. They're really good, and they keep producing just like all the rest of them. So we got new flowers on here too.
Whoa, hold on. What is this?
Oh my God, what is that?
Oh, that's a hornworm, I think.
Oh,
We gotta get rid of that. Hold on.
I don't want to touch it. You touch it.
Oh, weird. I've never seen one in the garden before.
What is that on? Are those horns or are those eggs?
Oh my God, what is that?
I don't know, but I know that's a hornworm.
Okay, well, gross.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that thing out, get rid of it. They say you can go into your garden at night with a black light and you can see them.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, I think I'm gonna do it. Now that I discovered one.
Okay, well, that's a Phil job now. Moving on. So over here is that bed that I say is haunted. I mean, it did kind of grow, but not really.
These tomatoes we call mystery tomatoes. They were seeds saved from some kind of, we don't remember where they came from. They produce big, like red tomatoes. They usually do pretty good. They're doing okay in here. I'm probably gonna pick those today to use in the piccalilli.
Yeah.
Just because I don't feel like building another trellis for a tomato bed that's gonna give us like 9 tomatoes. So
Agreed. So beans have all started coming in. They were all kind of sowed at different times in different beds. So we have some Camilla beans, I think, is one of them. Then we have some wax yellow in another one. And these are all bush style, so they're kind of going crazy. We're starting to get some beans. There's flowers everywhere. Over here is our cayenne bed. I've started to get some cayenne, so that guy can probably come off and go onto the string.
yeah.
I like to dry them, and then we make our own red pepper flakes, and that was very good last year. So I went heavy on cayennes this year, so I'm hoping I get a couple strings out of the beds. Here we have 2 different kinds of beans going, and then this is my last ditch effort to do squash. I'm not a big fan of squash, but I do like delicatas. So I started these guys in the greenhouse. I have all of the natural deterrents. I have basil, I have marigolds. They said to put a row of radish in. I'm trying to avoid the squash beetle and the squash borer beetle. I've planted beets, and I tried to do some dill along here, but the beans got to the sun before they did. Once it stops raining, I'm gonna neem the heck out of them, and we'll see if I get them. If I get the squash bugs, that's it. I'm done. Never again. Let's see. I think that's pretty much everything. I think I just need to start collecting my stuff for pesto and salsa.
Cool. Yeah.
And we've already done the pesto before, so, I mean, if you've watched that video, you can put in the comments, "Seen it." But today I'll probably do a quick, easy salsa recipe of just throwing a bunch of stuff in a thing and see what happens.
Cool. Yeah. Join us in the kitchen for a salsa presentation.
Fiesta. A
Fiesta.
salsa fiesta.
See?
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Perfect. Then I'll cut to the band real quick.
Hey Stan. Yeah, can Stan be on the drums? Anyways.
I don't have those kind of editing skills. Cut to me editing Stan on the drums. I already have an idea of how I would do it.
We're off on a tangent.
Okay.
This is a siesta and we're making salsa. Okay, so...
You mean a fiesta?
No, a siesta. I want to take a nap. I want to take a salsa-induced nap.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right.
All right, so salsa super is... Oh my lord, my brain's fried. Okay, it's super easy. I just thought I'd kind of go through some of our bounty here. This is a lemon jalapeno, but it hasn't lemon yet, so I'm just going to use it as a normal jalapeno.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So jalapeno, so I'm going to do that. Then I have 2 of our yellow Hungarian peppers. These are like, I'd say this is hotter and this is just a little bit milder. And then this is a Jimmy Nardello, so the whole thing will get bright red, but you can use a bell pepper, a sweet pepper, so this was like the best of both worlds. I got a bell pepper here and a sweet pepper here. These are not spicy at all, so I'm going to put that in. I'm going to use probably half a red onion that we got today at the farmer's market. I want the zest and juice of 1 lime. I'm going to do 2 cloves of garlic. Our garlic is now done. This is cured in the basement. So I went down and grabbed another head because I only had 1 left over from our other one. This is our cilantro. So as you can see, it's starting to just get ready to bolt. So I cut all of that stuff. If you get it before it flowers, it's fine. It will just get kind of bitter. So if you're already one of those anti-cilantro weirdos like my mother, then get it before it bolts. All right, now if we want to look over here, This is some of our ripened tomatoes. So this is what the dead sunset looks like. Like Phil said in the earlier part of the video, as soon as it starts getting just a little hint of yellow, we bring it inside to ripen. This is an Alice's Dream. So these are new to us this year. They're kind of funky. That's another one of those. This is a Pink Fang. So the thing with Pink Fangs is sometimes you get a good one like that where the whole thing turns pink. Otherwise, sometimes it ripens and there's like a line and it never ripens. So I'm just going to cut this part off. This is the Sunset Bumblebee, which are really, I think they're cool looking.
They're really sweet too.
Yeah, they're unbelievably sweet. This is a pink bumblebee, so you can see it has that striation on there. And then this is the German Lunchbox. And then lastly, we have our Sweet 100s and our Sun Golds. So I just kind of went through, picked whatever was ripe. You want about a pound of tomatoes. All right, let's get to it.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on a second. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, did you have to add something?
No, I just had to zoom back out and the camera had to catch up.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so if you have a food processor, this is going to be a food processor thing. If you don't, you can still chop everything up, but you're making pico instead of salsa. That's the only difference. Same ingredients. All right, so I just kind of do a rough chop on everything, and I keep the seeds in everything because we like it spicy. So I'm just going to rough chop the pepper. Oh, Lord.
Stanley, hold on. I'm going to cut to Stanley real quick. Stanley! What are you doing? He's always got something to say.
That he does. All right, so peppers. I noticed there are no purple Buena Mulatas in here because we don't want to die.
Might be interesting.
That's all. I will make that all for you. I feel like my hair is crazy right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, okay, good. All right. All right, so into the food processor it goes. What it tastes like, no one knows.
I think I need a new camera. You just wrecked this one. Stan, yell at your mother. Stan, yell at her. Whoa, what was that
I have
sound?
been chastised.
Did you hear that?
I did. It was painful, it sounded like. All right, so when you're using a food processor, I'm sure if you have one, you already know, but like the big hard stuff, like this red onion, I'm gonna chop a little bit finer just to give it a head start, but not go crazy. And like I said, if you don't have a food processor and you end up making pico, just kind of do little tiny pieces like this. Oh, it's time. He thinks it's time to go out.
You think it's time to go out?
Into his catio.
Okay, well maybe afterwards.
All right, so there's half a red onion, about a bell pepper's worth of peppers, about a half a cup of cilantro.
You just rip it and toss it in there?
Yeah, rip it, toss it. And then you want about a pound of tomatoes. So I'm just gonna kind of cut off the uglies and go from there. So this is what the Dead Sunset looks like on the inside. It's basically just like your standard beefsteak. And then Alice's Dream. Oh, green on the inside.
Those always have the stem like goes really far in on those.
Oh, gotcha. Oh yeah, look at the little transition.
Mm-hmm.
Into there. Into here.
Could you move the food after you put the tomato and move it over
Front
a little
center?
bit? Yeah, like closer to your cutting board.
Yeah, I can totally do that. All right, so now I'm gonna just chop this up, and then when I get to like the little cherries, I just literally cut those in half. And then it's all a guesstimate, so I'm just guessing what a pound of tomatoes looks like. Ooh. Better?
Yeah, it's just easier to see everything.
Sure. All All right, so having these tomatoes, I would say that if you're new to growing tomatoes, oh Lord.
Wow.
You're gonna have the best luck with cherry style tomatoes because they're gonna be super sweet. They're super versatile. You don't have to make sauce. They're yummy to eat, like straight off the vine. If you're more into cooking like Phil and I, and you want to process your tomatoes, then I would start going with bigger varieties.
Mm-hmm. Good tip.
Thanks. And same thing with peppers. So peppers, I think, are, once you get them going, they don't like to be watered. They don't need pest control, really. It's
A lot of fertilizer every couple of weeks. Other than that, just leave them alone.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. And then cilantro is a weed, so you can literally dump the seeds on top of the soil. They like sunlight to germinate, so you don't even have to cover them. It's that one's very satisfying and easy to grow. All right, check this guy. So when I say a paste tomato, you can kind of see this is the pink fang, and there's not much moisture in here. And so that's why these make great sauce tomatoes. All right, so I can't really fit much more in there, so that must be a pound.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna put our garlic in. And I'm gonna do, for this amount, 2 cloves. Should he go in cat jail?
What's cat jail?
Away from the camera. See, this is what happens when we have short conversations with our moms. He doesn't get to yell at them, so now he's yelling at everyone.
Yeah.
All right, so here's 1 clove, and I'm gonna use the garlic press on this one just so I can get all of the oils and all of the flesh in there. That was another satisfying thing, was this was our first year growing garlic, so I'm going to probably do 2 to 3 times the amount that we did last year.
2 to 3 times the amount of garlic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do...
I thought you meant 2 to 3 times the amount in the salsa.
No, let's not do that to ourselves. I think it's been so versatile, and it's also made me realize just how much garlic we go through. Like, every single time we were at the grocery store, we buy 3 or 4 heads, it seems like. So we haven't had to buy garlic in a couple weeks, so that's been nice.
What do you think the timing is as far as, like, for the beds? Did it come out at the same time the peppers went in? Or...
Around that
time? Okay.
I have it in my notes.
Oh, nice. I think it was around that time because we planted 1 bed, but if we could plan where the peppers were going to go, it could put all the garlic in there.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to zest 1 line with my microplane. And this is like not... I don't think you can get this in one go. You kind of got to blend it all together and then see what's missing and then go according to what you like. So if you want it spicier, throw another pepper in there. If you need more salt, add more salt, that sort of thing. So this is a definite to taste sort of guide, not a recipe. Oh, you's gonna get it. So we've been taking the boys out to the garden every single day. And so now it's demanded of us, and it's no longer a privilege. It is a right.
Yeah. Right, Stan Teller. Yep.
All right, so now I'm going to do the juice of 1 lime in here. And then also, you can get super creative with this. Last week we did grilled peaches and cream for a dessert. And so then I might have accidentally grilled an extra peach. And then I threw that in last week's salsa, because we've been doing a weekly salsa over here at the house.
We zoom in.
Ooh. Ooh. Hefty pinch of salt. And I like to use sea salt. Oops, that was 2.
Did you mean to do 2?
Yes, because you know how well I do at salting things.
Yes.
And then I'm going to put our top on, and I'm going to drizzle in about a tablespoon of olive oil. All right, so on she goes is gonna be loud. I like it chunky too. So that's too chunky. We might be in trouble.
Spicy?
Here. It's a little crowd controlling. All right, let's scrape down the sides. All right, so that's the consistency I like. I don't really like a strained salsa. I like it to have a lot of chunks in it. All right, here we go.
Too spicy?
Okay, I know I said you couldn't get it on the first try, but I did.